This is a guy that lost his mother. He blames the media for the way that she died, the intrusiveness that he experienced when he was a kid. He has a lot of issues with privacy, he has a lot of issues with security. And, you know, I can sort of get that, actually. But at the same time, there are solutions to this. And he's just spent a lot of money, you know, millions of pounds, which could have been actually directed in another way in organising a better system for security.
But the thing is, Robert, when we were on the road with Harry, we never got that feeling that he hated the press then. He was very cooperative with the press.
Yeah, he was quite chippy. Yeah,
and we used to go to the pub with him and have a drink with him, and he would say...
But he was always...
And he was different then. He's not... Since he married Meghan, he changed. And suddenly he became...
I actually think he's...
I think he was fine till then. When he was working for the royal family, he was fantastic.
To a degree, I think he always had an edge, but I do think that...
I never found it.
Well, he did certain things, didn't he? That there was things I remember he did with you that you didn't particularly like. He was quite, he was quite disrespectful at times, I think.
Well, I think there's most definitely
I didn't find that. I found, I remember once going to Lesotho with him, and
no, that's good. But I remember that time he put his hand on the paint on your head.
I saw it was... Yeah, but that was... Because I'd gone on television that morning and said he was going bald. He was having a bit of own back. That was fun. When we washed up together, we laughed about it.
I don't know. I think he always had an issue. I think he always had
I think there's always been an
underlying issue.
There's a post-2016, a kind of post-Duchess of Sussex arriving on the scene where lots of issues have changed and lots of problems that Harry has have really come to the fore since then. There's definitely, I agree the's a change in his
personality. I don't blame her entirely for that.
Rob, you mentioned about winners and losers. I mean, Harry did say, I think that people will celebrate this certain people will celebrate this as a win. Are there any winners and losers in this case? Because the royal family still aren't talking. It's still on the headlines. The only winners possibly are the lawyers in this.
Well, the lawyers always win, but I do think that, no, there's no real winners and losers. I'm still slightly concerned by the whole thing because, the reality is, should anything happen to Harry, then, I think a lot of people will be sitting there reanalyzing this case and they'll be looking at things that could have been done and could have been done to protect him. But he is living abroad. He is, albeit the second son of the king, but he's decided to walk away and he's no longer a working royal and therefore no longer a public figure. As Arthur said right at the beginning, that the taxpayers should be forking out to protect. And I think that's probably right.